Hey guys, and welcome back for the 8th game of our Pathfinder Chronicles Runerin campaign. We rejoin our heroes as they enter the small town of the Bristleberry Bend for the very first time. The scent of delicious cooking rolling over the hills, and a few lights casting a haze over the twilight of the evening. What do you guys do? You can see the town.
Some of us being more tired than others.
Yeah, a bit wary from the road. You guys can see the town down the hill, and you can smell the fresh cooking. You can see the light from the large pot set up in the center of town, and you can see tables all around it.
These towns need to be closer.
Gotcha quickly jumps into one of the trees and stretches out her neck and takes in a big inhale. Oh, smells very good.
It does smell pretty good.
Like some kind of
Yeah,
pot.
It does appear so.
That's awesome. Alright guys, come on, follow me. We can get food. Come on. Follow me. I got this.
Okay.
How about we make sure it's okay for outsiders to take their food before just do it?
You guys got your begging bowls ready?
What?
Begging bowl. Your bowl you take to people to beg for food.
We have money.
Like a pretty good amount of it.
You guys just throw your money away on things.
I also got, as I pull out,
Alright, I put my bowl away.
Plus, we still have pies too, right?
Fine.
Well, tarts.
You could have
Like small pies.
Exactly.
we could have pie and what's in the pot.
Okay.
You guys think too small.
Just not begging for food is all.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
as you guys descend down the hill, you're getting a better look at the small town. Mostly small halfling houses, earthen mounds, beautiful doorways. Around it is small fencing and extensive farmland. It looks like if need be, you guys could kind of jump the fences, but it would keep out things halfling, goblin size, things along those lines. Yeah, poppy size.
I'm like this. It's like, whoa, that's the biggest fence ever.
Keep out about 2/5 of our group.
As you approach, though, you also see a large wagon pulled by full-size horses.
Obviously, an indication of bigger people, or bigger, or bigger stuff.
As you guys approach, you see a plump woman, chef's apron, long tied back red hair, turn from the pot and take a large kind of metal pole and start hitting one of those triangles. Doing ding 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 ding, and you see people coming from all over, coming in from the fields, starting to kind of circle around the large cooking pot.
It's like a swarm. We should be careful here.
I get my begging bowl back out.
As you guys approach, make a spot check to see if you can pick out a few interesting-looking individuals among the large group.
Perception.
That's probably enough.
18.
19.
What's perception with again?
Perception is a
There we go.
skill.
Yeah, just
Oh,
go.
there
That's
it
what
is,
it was
sorry.
with. Come on.
It's wisdom.
5. So no.
23.
Okay, first, the two people everyone notices. Moving among the halflings are two men, full size, appear to be humans. One has his hair pulled back. It looks brown, streaked with a few twinges of gray. Nice blue, kind of proper dress. His boots are muddy and somewhat worn, but his gloves are nice, and it looks like he's carrying himself as someone who is fairly respected. Walking along with him is a man in black leather with silver rivets in it. He has two just nasty-looking kind of cleavers on his side, and he has a kind of a rough disposition, kind of sneering at the halflings moving left and right around him, but he's following right on the tail of the first man. Who got a 15 or higher? You guys also notice one halfling keeping back from the rest. He's sitting up on one of the hills. He has a dark green scarf wrapped around and a hood that's partially up. He has kind of a bronze-colored armor and a bronze shield that's just perfectly round and etched with something just down at his side, and a large spear. He has a bit of a dour look, but he keeps pulled back and he's keeping an eye on, well, the surrounding hills and you guys as you approach. And that's what you guys pick up.
Okay. look at the two men. Interesting.
Bouncers.
If you say so.
Bouncers.
Walk up to the lady cooking food.
You kind of get to the swarm
Yep.
on the outer part. She's up at front, kind of just dishing out like just large bowl worths and handing them out to people.
Is the crowd like fighting to get up there?
No, it's an unruly
mob.
but it
Okay.
doesn't look like it's like throwing punches or anything. More like people just elbowing each other. And
Okay.
this seems to be pretty standard rank and file for here. No one seems to think it's odd.
Can I attempt a diplomacy into the mob?
Yes.
Okay.
And what exactly?
Or
are
is
you
that
saying?
intimidate? Sorry, intimidate. I'm trying to mob my way.
Well, how are you-
like out of my way? I want my portion too.
Okay, as you grab onto someone's shoulder and start to kind of mob, you get hit from behind as the two halfling guards that you guys pass on the road just come running by and go, "Hurry up! They're going to be out of potatoes if you don't rush!" Kind of leaving you spinning and falling back from the rest.
I like this town.
Weren't they headed the other way? How did they already catch back up to us?
Well, when you
You
ring
seem to
a triangle of summoning
I can't.
Obviously, the triangle summons.
halflings come quite rather
guess.
quickly.
Perhaps when they're ringing that bell, they can move faster than normal.
I'll give you an intelligence
just
to see if you
born
can figure it out.
It's like Calyx when he hears the cake tapped.
You're not magic.
It seems like
He
magic.
develops supernatural speed.
Teleported.
Probably.
Okay.
It's really one of those potatoes.
Okay. After a while, people are starting to take their bowls and gather around the various tables, and it starts to thin out a bit. You look like you could actually get up to the large pot if you wanted.
I approach.
She takes a look at you guys.
Hello.
So, what do we have here?
A group of adventurers.
Adventurers in
Yes.
Bristleberry Bend? I've heard of no such a thing.
Well,
we're
we
new
just
here.
arrived.
So, and what adventuring are you on? Some sort of
Dinner.
questy thing? Looks like you've had enough as she pokes your pie-filled belly. But that doesn't mean you can't have more. As she motions for you to put your bowl away, and she takes a large bowl and just and pass it down to you. For those of you who are full-sized individuals, you can make a perception.
There's people in the pot.
Tasty people.
Just filled with skulls. The whole
9.
Yeah.
25.
23.
You two are gonna get it. On the inside of the pot, it only seems to start about halfway down, but there's some sort of writing running along the inside in this kind of scrolling, descending spiral.
So, no, we're on our way to go check on some dwarves.
Ah, the ones that headed to the mountains.
Yes.
Well, you got any questions?
Thank you.
They stopped here for a bit.
Yes, we're also here to drop off some supplies. We were on our way here, and Huxley said you guys might need some of the...
The
fences.
cat man.
Yes, the cat man.
Ah, sure, I'll take him now if you want.
I mean, now's better than...
Sure.
Oh, by the way, the name's Hildy. If you need anything, let me know.
Not a
Nice to
problem.
meet you, Hildy. I'm Renault.
Ah, good to meet you, Renault.
I'm Caius.
Can I have the thing?
Yes, I reached into my bag and...
Let's see. Renault and Caius.
Yes.
And the rest of you lot?
Poppy.
Ah, Bobby, good to see another one of the mouse folk about. We haven't had one in a while. You're one of the nice adventure ones, not the chew on the bags ones, right?
Yes?
Okay, it's an important question. Sometimes we get the not so nice ones through here. Well, Poppy, here you go.
Okay. Thank you.
And your hungry friend down there.
My name's Calyx. Thank you very much for this food. It's very...
She tops off your bowl.
I love this place. Let's move here.
Calyx, you're already fat enough without these people. encouraging it.
And this one over here.
I'm referred to as Mordrax.
Ah, Mordrax.
The
You
mighty.
look like the woodsy sort, right?
Yes.
Ah, you might get along with Roan. No one else here does.
The guy up on the hill.
Let's see, where is he up? Ah, yeah, the dour one on top of the hill looking like he's forlorn about something. Ah, that's Roan.
Roan.
Let's see, as she starts handing out bowls to other people. So, you're here about the dwarves.
Yes. We haven't heard anything from them in a while, and we're going to go check to see if they're okay.
I mean, they went up there quite some time ago. I don't really remember how long. They stopped for a short period of time, but not more than a day.
Mm-hmm.
They went up into the mountains.
They went through Four Bears Pass. They said something about setting up a something hold or such a watcher.
Well, the dwarves, they probably went into the mountains, or maybe up in there. Who knows?
That I'm not
They
really
either go
sure.
up or down. So
Yeah. Dwarves, what are you going to do? But they seemed like a nice enough lot. We spoke with them. Some of them were warriors. Some of them were farmers. Just seemed like a pretty big mix.
Mm-hmm. Who are the two gentlemen? I point to the two normal-sized people.
Oh, that's Owen and his, I don't know, manservant or something. I'm not really sure.
manservant.
He's one of the merchants that actually bothers coming down this way. Not many of them do.
Hmm.
So we put him up each time he swings through, and he takes some mail for us to some of the other places. And we give him a good deal on our berries.
What does he sell?
He sells a bit of everything. From what I can tell, he's one of those people who just tries to take advantage of traveling. Whatever's cheap where he is, he buys and sells what would be expensive there.
Not
But-
a bad man.
I mean, he seems fair enough. Comes through twice a year. His manservant, he's a nasty sort. I think he's here to scare off bandits or something, but he's got a bad attitude. I don't particularly like him.
Didn't seem very
Look at
approachable.
him. Gee, couldn't tell.
Yeah, he's one of those rough sorts who wants everyone to know how rough he is. So, you're heading to Four Bears Pass then?
Yes.
Dangerous place. Very, very dangerous.
We've been told, but we've also been told you've had your own problems.
Yes, quite a bit. First, when we got here, swarms of goblins. Now, just one goblin, but it's much worse. The Pale Stalker.
Mm-hmm.
We heard about that.
Oh, are you guys considering venturing to take care of it?
We are thinking about adventuring at it, yes.
Oh, I would love that. It keeps coming and taking away our people, and you can't have a community built on a vanishing population.
That is true.
So what can I help you with that? That I want to, here, extra food for the travels.
I don't know. Okay. All right.
No, I'm fine.
Where do you put it all?
Well, I think
Make
it's
space.
I
think
poke him in the love handles. Right about here.
Oh. Kobolds have excellent stomach control.
I don't.
We can relax it if need be to put more food to store for the winter.
Oh,
I
and
believe we
the
might be seeing some of that
that's
food later.
three of you taller individuals, you can all see the writing down the pot, and it seems to go down a ways because they're down to about maybe a quarter of the pot left. It's just really tight scrolling all across the inside.
Seemed to be some sort of like magical writing, perhaps.
It's hard to tell from there.
12 on Knowledge Arcana.
You would need to get a closer look. It's written in a spiral, and a spiral can definitely imply magic.
That's an interesting pattern you have on the inside of your bowl there.
Oh, that! Yes! It caught your eye. It's the history of our people.
Hmm.
From
Put it in a pot.
from when the pot was first cast, we started writing our important events at the very bottom in a tiny little spiral. And each new event just gets a new line.
And you eat out of it.
Ah, yes, it ties us with our history. And then at the end, all the young ones are brought up, and they get to pick the nice chunks that have settled to the bottom out, and they hear stories from the head man about basically stories from the pot.
Your history is so tasty.
Ah, yes, we believe that the strength of our forefathers is put into the pot, and then it makes us strong.
I see.
Think about every member of our clan going back hundreds of years have eaten from this pot.
And make kobolds also extremely pudgy.
Look at the bowl.
So,
And
this
barely travel
creature,
from place to place.
what can you tell us about it?
Just what people come back and tell me stories of. It's a pale goblin, lives in the hills, more powerful and supernaturally strong. Just some sort of great goblin. Rides on a large wolf.
Has anyone ever wounded it?
That'd be a better question for maybe the head man or Roan.
Headman, it's Baxter, right?
Aye, yeah. And I'm sure he's about somewhere here.
Probably want to talk to him for sure.
What does he look like?
He's a right sod. All full of himself. Look for a man with his head up his own arse. Then you'll know him. He has his nicely fine coiffed hair and nice handsome features, and a large feather in his cap if he's choosing to wear it, and some sort of fine bright color on his sash and such on. But just look for the fanciest of the halflings and likely have found him.
All that fancy to you.
Fancy how you strike me like a guy who's very confident in himself
There's a big
and
difference
who
between
wears
that and
probably
confidence.
nice things. I'm just saying.
No.
I think
Not
he
for
and I
quite
might
some
have
time.
more,
Not for quite some time.
more in like with our choice of outfits. I guess he could afford nice clothes again.
Although he's a sod and he's a good enough man.
Okay. Well, we'll definitely seek him out.
Nice. But here, enjoy our company. Enjoy, get to know some of our people. And I'm assuming the food sits well with you all?
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, assuming that it sits
It's,
well with
it's
us.
quite tasty. It's quite tasty. It's very, very hearty, very, very robust. You imagine, with how few halflings you see here and how many acres of farm you see, it must keep them working for long hours, and it's a sort of stew that you feel like you could walk the whole day on.
I feel like walking to a chair. Whoa!
For you, it's sitting a little too heavy.
Oh.
Like you ate too much of a hearty stew.
Oh. Are we gonna sleep here tonight to rest?
Overdoing it? That doesn't sound like you at all.
Yes, probably. But
We do have guest accommodations.
okay.
Do you have beds in our size?
We do. I don't know if there's any in the guest accommodations, but
Okay.
You guys are probably fine.
I know that was supposed to be humorous. Laugh. Okay. Never mind.
Well, it has to be a good joke for people to laugh.
Exactly.
But you made the attempt, and that's the first step.
That's all that matters.
Practice and all that.
No, it's not the only that matters, but it is the first step.
Okay, so do we want to go introduce ourselves to Baxter? That's his name, right? Baxter.
Baxter, yes.
she hops down from the table. I swear you guys have turnips in your ears. She starts pushing on her backs towards some chairs. Gotta sit down, let this stuff digest.
Okay, I guess we should not turn down your hospitality.
She shoos some of the children away from the sitting area and insists that you guys sit down for a little bit.
Do they have seating for medium-sized people?
You can squeeze in.
I sit on the
You can
ground.
see that the two other larger people have made do.
I sit on the ground.
Okay.
I feel very comfortable here.
Yeah, I like my chair.
I swish into a chair.
And I slowly continue eating my food.
You see a young man come around. Would you like something to drink?
Yeah.
Well, here you go. He hands each of you, or both of you guys, half pints, and you guys full pints.
Could I just get water, actually? I've been on the road.
There's water in there.
Look inside.
It's some sort of brackish looking liquid. You're not sure what this is. It smells weird. Who has a seafaring background? You're not really sure what this is.
Yeah,
I don't know what this is. I
You
don't know
can
what
tell
this
it's alcoholic.
Oh, I can tell. What am I, an elf? What is this? A child?
It's grog. It's rum mixed with water
No,
to make it stretch.
Okay, I meant the size. What am I, an elf? Child, what is this?
Here, hey, take mine.
Thank you.
All right. Well, is there anything else I can help you all with?
Do you have any water?
Yes, I'll go fetch you some water and anything else. A carrot to chew on.
No, I think I'm fine.
All right, all right. And he takes off at a bit of a scurry.
Don't know what that was, but it was definitely not alcohol, and it was definitely not not an alcoholic
I
beverage. It was
sniff
definitely
it.
not water either.
It's a little bit of rum mixed with a lot of water.
Okay, so it's like super weak.
Yeah, it's pretty weak.
Okay.
If we're gonna drink alcohol, I want to drink alcohol.
Comes back with a full pint of water.
Thank you.
Well, there you go, sir.
Thank you. I've been on the road all day. I don't want to.
This is.
He tipped the young man for his inconvenience.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It would be customary.
Reach in my pocket and pull out a couple coppers.
Oh, thank you.
Suddenly we got
Well,
magically
anyways,
stingy.
I reach into my pouch and I pull out gold for him.
Plunk out of silver.
There you go.
Oh, sir, ma'am, you gave me a silver and a gold. Here you go.
That's okay.
Wait,
That's correct.
This is an awful lot for me. He's fetching us some grog.
Well, it's possible that I may need your assistance with something in the future.
Well,
Do you have better alcohol?
I can get you something, and I'm at your disposal, sir.
See here.
The name's Pip.
Nice
And
to
how,
meet you,
how
Pip.
can I be of service?
Better alcohol.
I'll check my
It's up to you.
Okay, better alcohol.
I'll find you something.
Thank you.
Just stronger or higher quality.
Little column A, little column B.
Okay.
I would imagine err on the side of stronger.
All right. Right away. And he takes off.
Just mixed with water? What is
Well,
Yeah.
You can hear some murmuring from some of the halflings nearby of your show of amazing generosity.
I mean, really, it's
It's more like convenience. We don't have a whole lot of coppers. Or at least I don't. Like,
To be
really.
fair, I do have way more gold pieces than I have
Me
silver.
too,
Yeah.
but I thought I'd actually use the coppers for once.
I'll use the copper when I'm paying for something like at a store. And there's an exact amount.
but I have heard that in some
I mean, I
places
also
they
took
put a
the
little
copper, but that's
alcohol
also
in the
because I
water
just pulled
to
one
make sure
randomly out
it's
of my
safe to drink.
coin purse.
Mm.
It's kind of like that.
I guess that makes sense.
Well, I trust their water well enough.
Trust their water well.
I do
He
trust
comes
their water
back
well,
with,
well enough.
Half of a bottle of rum. Well, here you go.
You paid for it. You want to split it? Halvesies?
It's my treat.
Well, and I'll be nearby in earshot if you need anything else.
Maybe try to go slow, Calix. You
Oh,
have
you're
a
right.
lot of pies
You're
and
right.
2 bowls of stew.
You're right. You can have my grog.
Oh,
Okay.
No. Okay. Slow.
We should get him like a running regiment or something. All those calories, nowhere to go.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as it's going to slow him down. Can't really get much slower.
Not really.
Yeah.
You can't. I need some kind of a. I should have gotten some sort of a mount before we left.
No, it's okay.
Like a human.
When we go like further on the road, I can train you in like long running.
How much further are we going?
I don't know.
Well, we're going to be
Like,
eventually
we're
going to
adventuring.
Sarnath,
Okay.
or Sarnath, which will be on the other
Side of the mountains.
And
Yeah, no.
if we end up getting a cart to carry our stuff, you can run alongside it.
Awesome.
But definitely not right.
With how much, with how much these people seem to react when we give them gold, maybe we should just get somebody to just carry me around.
You guys see
No.
that the halfling that you've been told was Roan before has come down the hill, and he seems to be dragging the two halfling guards that are just sitting down there having a good time away from the group and back up the hill. Afterwards, he
approve of
comes
this
back
method.
down and he seems to get a small bowl and a cup of grog and goes over and sits down with his back to the fire, kind of watching outward.
As he like drags them, I'm like, oh, how dare he be reasonable?
And since you guys have taken over, he's actually very fit. He's more of what you expect from kind of what you would expect from a guard.
Mm-hmm.
Get the impression that I may not get along very well with Rowan.
Why is that?
Seems too serious.
Too serious.
He packs himself a long-stemmed pipe and just kind of stares out at the darkness.
But you know what? If
What's
there's
so wrong with being serious?
To be fair, several of his friends and or compatriots are dead by a goblin, and
And I bet you anybody would know about that, it's going to be that guy right there.
Well, that is
I was
what
about to
we were told.
suggest that we should go bother him,
Yeah.
but
So-
probably not as much me,
I-
because like I said, I don't think
I don't think he'll like me either.
No, probably not.
I'm guessing halfling-sized portions are about medium-sized creature portions.
Yeah.
Okay, so I eat about
But
half.
they're not serving halfling-sized portions here. They're serving like these large bowls. It looks like these people are used to eating more. It looks like most of them put in a great deal of work working the farmlands.
So I probably have about half the bowl and then kind of push it out to whoever wants it that's further than Calyx.
Fat little old arms can't reach that far.
I have eaten enough, thank you.
Yeah, I've eaten enough.
So go pester him then.
I mean, we've been sitting down for a bit, so it's probably good enough.
Yeah.
And we won't get scolded.
Anyone who is turning around, you can make a sense motive if you like.
We're about to get scolded.
This is a really bad idea.
Oh, on a 6.
Natural 20.
You'll get
for
it.
31.
We got a total of 17.
That one.
17 is exactly what we're looking for.
That
I won't
one.
see anything.
Oh, okay.
I got 5.
On sense motive.
You're too
Okay,
busy.
so we
I
got
rolled a 2, so
what,
I
two
got-
people who hit the 17 DC?
Yep.
No.
Okay. You guys notice a halfling girl with long dark hair, messenger's pouch on her side. She seems to be looking at you guys like she wants to do something or say something, but she's kind of, for some reason, just not really engaging.
She's not really like looking at a torch and looking at us and.
No, it looks like she's trying to muster the courage to say or do something.
Well, I have no idea.
Exactly.
They had this stuff
What's the
here the
best way to
whole.
go about this?
They had this alcohol here the whole time.
You know what?
Or
I'll
no,
probably
should we
eat
send
their
Papa?
food because I'm like, no
Looking
reason
at
to
the
let food go to waste.
What?
I kind of get down and whisper into your ear.
That's very condescending.
Let me
She's like
right
right
down
there.
to you.
Yeah.
If it matters, she does look very pretty for a halfling if halflings are your
I-
sort.
If that's what you're
If
interested
that
in.
changes your decision.
After you say that's condescending, I stand up and hold my hands like this.
Come on, get
Jump
up.
up.
Get up here.
Okay.
We're like, stand up, Poppy. Stand up.
Come on, Poppy.
Come on, Poppy, stand
Go,
up.
like all the way up.
All the way. Yeah,
Anyways.
come on.
That girl over there wants to ask us something, but I think she's maybe a little
Intimidated.
intimidated. Yes.
Okay,
You go talk to her.
sure.
Because you're not intimidating at all.
I'm not really, no. They hop down. And I'm assuming you point her out to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
She blushes when she catches your point. Even though you're doing it subtly, she was watching you guys fairly closely.
I go over there. Hi,
Hi, I'm Saracen.
I'm Poppy.
I heard you guys are adventurers.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys travel around everywhere, right?
Working on it.
Is there any chance you'll be going by Hinklow more?
I think we are at some point eventually.
My older sister, Candy, she works there, and she's not really, getting along well. And if I send a letter back to her with the caravan, it's going to take about 6 months for it to get back there. I thought maybe you guys would be passing through much sooner.
I'm not sure how soon we're gonna go there, but probably sooner than 6 months.
She's a chipper, bright sort, and apparently the people there are very not. And she's feeling very homesick, so I packed a letter with a lot of the local flowers and things like that. And just really hoping you could get to her.
Okay, we can do that.
And she hands you the letter, which is kind of heavy. You can tell that there's stuff packed in it. And a gold piece.
I'll keep it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. If we're
Okay.
going anyway.
She's studying at the apothecary's college there.
Okay. And what was her name?
Her name's Candy.
Candy.
The name's on the letter if you happen to forget.
Okay.
And if you guys need anything, just ask. I'll do what I can to help. I'm a healer, but only in the sense that I know what herbs to use to heal burns and bruises and things like that.
Okay.
She blushes and kind of disappears back into the crowd.
Bounce back over.
So,
Okay, so I said we'd deliver a letter. It's really more of a package, but a letter to her sister.
Where is she?
I think a little more.
Locals, help me out. How long is it going to be before we get there?
It's only a few days travel north from Grunkalf.
It's only a few days more.
Okay, gotcha.
As long as we make it under 6 months, we're doing better than her other method.
That's fair. Well, we can definitely deliver a letter.
I mean, if we're going there anyways, I don't see why not.
Okay. Well, taking care of that. Now let's go pester
Someone who doesn't want to be pestered.
someone who looks like the captain of a guard. Start heading over towards him.
Yep, heading towards Roy.
Mordrax, as you approach him, you get this familiar sense of someone who's more accustomed to spending their time out in the wilderness. A mix of wariness and wanderlust.
I just kind of hang back.
Yeah.
I probably won't be useful here.
Hello.
Yeah, probably.
We are interested in helping you with one of your problems and would like to know more.
Which one is that?
Your goblin problem.
Good. What do you need to know?
Has anyone wounded it before?
I have, as well as a few others.
How hard is it to wound? Is it resistant? Does it have any weaknesses?
It's resistant, but if it has weaknesses, I'm not aware of them as of yet. But my supplies are a bit limited here. They do heal up very quickly. Not as fast as a troll, but faster than you would anticipate.
Any idea of how to track it?
It's trackable for a time, but at a certain point it'll either disappear among the tracks of other wolves, or I swear there's been times where their tracks have just disappeared entirely.
So why do you think this one's different than other goblins?
I think it's you know, some monsters can inflict their darkness on others. The nights before that this one appeared, there's a horrible cry out in the hills, and the rest of the goblins are slaughtered. I'm thinking that the clan ran afoul of a werewolf or something like that, maybe a vampire or like some sort of ghast or boogeyman. For some reason, either this one survived by happenstance or perhaps it was intentionally left. I think this one inherited some of whatever the horror was that created it.
Well then, it's only spotted at night, correct?
Yes. But that was fairly true about the goblins in the first place. It might have to still be a vampire of some sort.
So, do we feel rather weak right now, like from all the...
Yeah, particularly since you're pushing yourselves towards the end.
So, we're a little exhausted for tonight to be the night. But maybe tomorrow night. Go out and hunt for it?
Okay.
It seems like.
Is that what brought you out here? Rumors of the Pale Stalker?
That's what drew us here quicker, but more along the lines of we're heading off to the pass to look into the dwarves.
I know that place.
You do?
Do you have questions? First, I wouldn't travel it lightly.
Well, I now have a lot more questions. We've been told it is somewhat dangerous, but what kind of dangers would you say we need to be watching out for?
Mostly by night. Sometimes during the day you'll get some of the lizards coming down from the Vermwood. But you can see them coming for a ways away. At night, there's pale things that scurry on the sides of the mountains. Giant bats. Things like that.
When you say lizards, do you mean lizards or lizard people?
No, lizards. Probably... Maybe... actually, probably 2, maybe 3 times the height of that one. As he points at Mordrax.
Are they good for eating?
They're alright.
Big one.
But they're not worth the effort just to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
The pale things... They're small. I assume they live in the caves. Kind of goblin height, but they're not goblins. Not quite sure what they are, but I'd keep your distance. And definitely light tall fires at night to scare them away. I've even caught them a few times riding on the backs of the giant bats that fly around the caverns.
Huh. Well, that's something.
Yeah.
Another problem is it's near the periphery of the barbarian lands. That means any of the clans that have fallen out of favor, they'll get forced towards the edge and attempt to drive them out. You may run into some barbarian thugs and such.
Well, I'm used to dealing with bugs, but at the same time, we should be careful nonetheless.
Most of the barbarians are fine enough people, but the closer you get to the edge, the worst sort of people you find.
So, if you were a betting man, what would you say the problem the dwarves ran into is?
Stubbornness.
That's fair. That is fair.
Yeah.
A lot of bad things can happen in that pass. It could have been a happenstance running into a large group of gnolls or orcs. Maybe ran afoul of the wrong group of barbarians. And maybe a rock slide at an inconvenient time.
I may have missed this. Was there any indication they actually, didn't make it to where they were going?
The assumption is since they never came back for the large crates they left behind, it's assumed that something must have gone wrong.
Well, we should probably head in for the evening.
Here, let me get you a place if you're going to be helping. He taps his pipe against the back of his boot. Looks you guys over.
I'm used to sleeping on the floor, if that's what you're asking.
Nah, it'll be fine. He takes you guys over to a large barn that looks like they've kind of converted for other uses. Inside, the stalls have been heavily cleaned out and turned into just very large rooms. Not a lot of privacy, but it looks like it should do for you guys to get a good rest for the night. And each one does have a full-size bed in it.
I call tub bunk.
They only have 3 though.
Oh.
The other 2 are taken up by their other guests.
Okay. Well, I have a bedroll.
I do too.
Looks like a nice bed over there for me.
And I let Mordrax take one of the beds.
That's 2.
It's a third bed still.
Yeah, there's
And we have our
And
frog friend.
Katja.
I let Katja take the bed.
Katja seems to have gathered a few of the derelict bowls, and when you look back, she's just...
question. In one of those areas, is there
It's okay.
the top?
Just helping clean.
Question. It's like there's one of those areas in the barns where there's that extra space where they would put the hay and stuff.
Looking up there, yes, it looks like there's hay up there, but you can find a nook here and there that you'd probably settle into.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and settle one of the nooks.
You know what? I'll take a bed then.
So, all of the beds for me then, I suppose.
Yeah.
I'll take one of the areas up in the lofts.
Okay, so you two are taking beds.
Yeah, and you're taking
Like regular
You-
So
people.
we staying here tonight?
Yes.
Poppy, you and Katja could divide the bed in half and you could both like split it down, not down the middle, like vertically.
Could.
Just
Yeah.
Tomorrow, what we do?
Tomorrow we prepare.
Already prepared.
Well, there's a creature out there.
I love Katja so much.
If we can do some preliminary tracking eventually. I don't know what that means.
Means we need to get her a sling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can get you a sling tomorrow then.
For tonight, I watch till sleep. And she climbs up one of the wooden posts and just kind of perches up in the rafters and just stares down.
I try not to be creeped out about it.
That's fine. That's where I was going to sleep anyway, so.
I'll sleep in a bed like a normal person.
Find a private-ish place to change, take off all my armor, throw that out into a corner of the room, and just plop on in bed.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about privacy.
Actually, I
that
don't.
much.
Yeah, I don't plop. I guess I kind of test the bed first, make sure they build it right, and then climb into it.
Creaks a little.
I'm trusting their craftsmanship.
Not of bed size they're not used to. Maybe one less support than they needed.
So are you guys going to try to sleep in the anticipation that you guys will probably be out hiking most of the night?
Yes.
Yeah, and to help with this, I'm going to drink heavily and attempt to be able to sleep and get into a drunken stupor.
Is that really to help with that?
No,
Okay.
but it helps.
It's a tertiary.
That rum will definitely do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do extra long meditations to stay up and do a lot of reading.
Okay. Let's see, where were you last in the book? I believe you're at the point where she was finally freed to... do you have your notes?
I don't know where my notebook went.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I believe you're at the point where...
She was starting to come back to who she was as a person.
Okay. Now that her husband had been killed, she begins to commit herself more and more to the battlefield. I'm trying to find the note that has her name on it.
That she threw herself into battle and then she was saved by the
Oh, we're already to
Phoenix.
that part.
Yes.
Okay. Her and the Phoenix begin to form a very strong bond as they commit to further battlefields. The gnolls continue to pour over the elven lands, pushing them farther and farther towards the sea, as they begin to lose holds near all along the mountain range, and then begin to be pushed out of the woods as well. There's several desperate last stands, and she's eventually sent to the southern areas to shore up down there. After a few close calls and several times just her throwing herself just straight headlong screaming into the battle in impossible odds, often being saved by the Phoenix. That becomes a decent theme of her seeking destruction and the Phoenix just swooping in and resurrecting her from the battlefield. Not a literal resurrection, but swooping in and saving her over and over again. She starts to become more distant to her own people, almost only showing emotion towards the Phoenix, as she'll often, when the book covers the points in between the battles, it won't focus on how she views or how she talks to other elves. It focuses on how she views and how she talks to the Phoenix. Eventually, the Phoenix comes to be known as Dadrasil. Sorry, I said that the first time. And go ahead and write that down. The campaigns begin to go better up north, but eventually their scouts realize it's only because so many forces are being relocated to the southern portions of the kingdom, which from what you can tell is likely the province you're in, Soutrum. And they talk about a elven kingdom on the peninsula, which you're not really sure what that might be. Eventually, their scouts start to report the hills coming alive with flames of the torches of the Knoll armies, then moving through the mountain passes like snakes. There's even a mention of hordes coming through Founders Pass. As you're starting to hear kind of hints of areas that you're somewhat familiar with, apparently Founders Pass, or Forebears Pass, has been the vernacular for quite some time. Eventually, there's this great last stand. Much of the city already burnt, where this Knoll chieftain, and they're talking about embodying the night, which at first you're not really sure what they mean by it, but at points they talk about him taking flight on great bat wings. So it sounds like this might be some sort of weird Knoll demon or Knoll bat hybrid thing they have going on here. But eventually it becomes a battle between her and him, and while making this this valiant push forward, basically leading the last of the survivors out of the ruined city, trying to pierce through the lines, he lands in front of them and confronts them. And that's where you get to the part of the book that's blacked out. As they're starting to square away with each other, and you have a few moments of frustration because you're at what's clearly one of the climaxes of the story. And that's about as far as you're going to get tonight.
Okay.
And how early are you guys sleeping into? Half the day, more than half?
Let's see.
As far as alcohol carry me.
Pretty
Okay, so
tired
quite some
from the
time.
run, but at the same time, fairly durable.
I'll probably sleep till someone wakes me up.
I'll probably
Makes
wake up
too much
around
noise for me not to sleep anymore.
probably about 10.
Okay. You sleep until around 10. It looks like most of the other people are still asleep. Gotcha is kind of chirping away up in the rafters.
She's adorable. Let's see. I normally wake up around dawn, so like 10 or 11 is probably the latest I can possibly sleep in.
You cleared about a third of the book last
Oh.
night, so you got a little wrapped up.
Okay.
I'll probably also wake up around 10.
I hop up, get dressed, go out to town, see if I can find someone to fashion myself a meal and a sling.
Okay. You see Caius heading out. Do you want to join him?
So where are you going off to?
Oh, I'm going off to go get a sling for a friend,
Oh, okay.
and also breakfast.
Alright then.
You want to come?
I think I'll work on securing our pack animal.
Oh, getting a pack animal?
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
Okay. Looking around for someone who might be able to sell you a sling comes easier than you thought, as you see some of the shepherds moving large groups of sheep kind of through the town, taking them to a different pasture, and many of them have slings hanging off their belt.
Excuse me, sirs.
Yeah, what you need?
Where could I purchase a sling at around here?
Purchase? I don't know. We don't really have someone who sells them.
Well, do you have one you'd be willing to sell then?
Yeah. Sure, he pulls one out and you see he has another one strapped to his belt. I don't really know what a fair price would be.
100 gold. Here we go.
He's like, I don't have any copper. Do you take gold?
Do you take gold?
Can you break a platinum?
Will 2 silver do you?
Sure.
I hand him 2 silver.
He gives you a spare sling.
Oh,
Hey, you! Get back in there! As he herds one of the sheep that was moving away from the rest back in line.
For a second there, I thought he was talking about me. Okay.
Get back in there with the other sheep.
Yeah, exactly.
Sling secured. Time to go get breakfast. Head off
Okay.
to go find breakfast.
Going around, you're not really smelling too much of food. You can tell that there was probably some meals served earlier today because people are still kind of cleaning down the tables. But it looks like breakfast has come and gone.
Well, good thing I have rations.
No.
Sit down and eat some of your rations.
Yeah, but what about second breakfast?
These are halflings. These are
I know.
Mordrax.
Yeah, I'm probably going to. I'm probably going to search around to ask about where the usual animal marketplace would be.
Okay, you go through and you ask a few people, and they give you pointers here and there to people who might be selling animals. And you get to the area where a lot of the animals are being trained. As you head over, you approach just in time to see one of the. Are you familiar with a horsewhip?
No, I mean,
It's a whip that's on the end of kind of a long pole, and you just use it to make cracking sounds in the air. You don't actually ever strike.
oh
any
yeah.
of it. You see a halfling with a horsewhip out. He seems to be trying to train one of the ponies. As he does a crack, it turns around and gives him a scowl, and then just boom, headbutts him right in the forehead. As he goes down, ah, you damn animal! As he gets back up, the thing just kind of gives him the eye, and he quickly heads back to the fence and is climbing over about the time you're approaching.
That was the day Mordrax discovered the animals of this town are much more stubborn than average.
As he turns and looks back over at him, trying to come up with some plan.
Do we get a deal on a belligerent pony?
Do we?
Do we want a belligerent pony?
Kind of.
I want one.
Out
We
of
need to get out of here.
Daniels.
So Mordrax, what are you doing?
I'll go. Excuse me.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any animal? I'm looking for an animal to carry some equipment for.
Oh, what you looking for? A donkey, a pony,
I'm thinking probably like a mule, most like.
mule? Yeah, we can get you
Oh,
a
we
mule.
could go with an ass.
The halfling hit puberty.
You can get this one under control. I'll just let you take it.
Yes!
At this point, we're thinking about just herding it out to the wilderness anyways. We can't make any headway with it.
Check.
Let's see here.
It can headbutt you into puberty, okay? We're on board with it.
So, what are you trying to get it to do?
It won't take lead. It won't follow. It won't do anything. We've made absolutely no progress in training it.
Okay, so I guess I'll try to herd it over here. If that's a good enough job.
Go ahead. See what you can do. Just be careful. It's wily.
I'll do a wild empathy.
Okay.
So that would be a. Let's see. Here we go. So I'll get within 30 feet and attempt it at a nat 20.
Nat 20.
Listen here, pony!
You zone in on this animal and you are able to read it like a book. This is an animal that's not looking to be broken. You think that it's attacking the halfling trying to train it. Is it just saying, I don't respect you? Looking at it, it has the look in its eyes of something. It has the sort of a look that a young man gripping a sword staring at the mountain has.
It's a party member!
Yes!
This pony has bigger dreams than this, and it kind of has a warrior's will to it.
Or pony.
Oh, mighty pony!
Now, insight into breaking it, you're gonna have to show that you're not a farmer. You're gonna have to show that you're more than that.
Punch it.
I know what you should do.
Drop kick it in the head. No. Talk to her reasonably.
Okay, so that's not far. Or that's going to be the trick here.
Bite it in the air. Assert your dominance.
So how do you handle it?
because I can't exactly talk to it.
What you do?
Right
You
now,
get
it's just kind of pacing back and forth, eyeing you down, keeping its head low, flipping its tail here and there.
I'd take a wingman and get a nice
Yeah,
lady
that's-
pony.
I don't think that's the way to go. But maybe maybe asserting dominance is not the bad way to go here.
Foot race.
Yeah, I guess I'm also just kind of
Wrestle yourself a pony.
also kind of just stare and start approaching it. Just
You lock eyes with it, and it just kind of it starts kind of approaching you as well.
It's gonna try to handle human.
It attempts its handle human roll. Okay. It's approaching. You guys are about 5 feet away from each other at this point.
and just
As it hoofs at the ground.
I'm gonna ride you.
as I just kind of grab it and start leaning.
Oh, he hasn't even got a bridle on this thing.
Let's see here. What type of physic? It's a pony, right?
Yeah, it has a long mane, long tail. Looks like they haven't really been able to cut it. It doesn't look like it's been brushed, possibly ever.
I put it by the area right behind the mane, right behind the ear, and start using it that way.
Make a strength check as he's trying to rear up on you.
Okay.
Finish your pony.
19.
Okay, it rears up and you feel like you're about to go with it. And you give it a strong jerk, pulling it back. As you guys, you're not so much hurting it. It's more of a battle of strength and dominance. It goes back and forth for a little bit as it lets out a snort of exhaustion and kind of just begrudgingly looks up at you. You can tell that it's not compliant yet, but you definitely have the thing's attention now. The old halfling man is just kind of sitting there staring at you.
So,
Horse
Now put the
No.
You got a hold of him. What are you doing now?
lead him into the barding on him.
I start to lean him up.
Okay. Make a handle animal check.
Okay, handle animal. Let's see, where do I have? Okay, plus 9.
It starts to walk. What all do you have on you?
Let's see here. Probably, I'm assuming something near my. But I'll go with things on my explorer's outfit. So, small file, appearing nice, some conditioning oils, some soft claws. Got a sewing needle on one of them. Some leather straps. I also have the backpack. And do one of my
You
sides.
say a paring knife?
Yep.
He quickly grabs it and jerks it out of your hand. As it takes a few steps back with the paring knife just in its mouth.
It's got a blade!
The old man goes, I don't think I've ever seen a pony do that before.
He wants to fight.
Pony knife fight.
It's like,
Go.
As it
Bring it
takes
on,
a few
Ranger.
steps back and it's keeping his head down, the knife clutched tightly in his teeth. Flicks his tail a few more times.
Just punch it.
At this point, it's almost a fight.
It drew a knife on you. It's okay to punch it. It's okay to punch a pony if it draws a knife on you.
It does have a knife drawn on it.
Just so the audience know, that is self-defense.
Yep.
That is not a
It's
part of an animal.
Only do so in the situation where the pony has a knife.
A gun works too. I mean,
Yeah, it's.
might want to run.
I'm not fighting a pony again.
Okay.
I
So what
also
are you
fi-
doing?
Quick, run away and tear.
I'll also go over there and also this point start doing a little bit of a. There's going to be a fight. I'll put in a little bit of a grapple situation.
Okay. So
Oh,
come
you
up,
grapple.
try to grapple, and you're getting pretty serious with it?
Yep.
Okay. It's going to try to come at you. It swings its head at you with a paring knife.
Oh, awesome. I love this pony.
You know, eventually we're going to
13?
have to get a sword, right?
I know. Should we call it
Let's see.
Cuddy?
Nope.
Okay. You dive out of the way. Go ahead and make your grapple.
I don't know. We should name him Shanks.
Well, I think we
Do you
should.
have improved grapple?
I do not.
Go ahead, take his attack of opportunity.
Okay, alright.
19?
Yeah.
Did it check you?
Mordrax is gonna get killed by a pony.
Bastard.
Go get yourself a pony scar.
That's a big dice pool over there. What I heard rolling.
Do you have to reroll
For
a
3
character over
HP.
this?
It cut you? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Seriously, if you have to roll up a new character over this, I will never let you live it down.
I know, this is going. Oh, this is great.
Well, I'll spend a hero point for rolling because I've been the for. Let's see here.
Got a hero point this pony, definitely.
22.
There's a lot
22,
on
you
the line.
grab a hold of it. You grab on real tight. It tries to pull. You plant your feet. You jerk it right back. You guys wrestle for a little bit. At this point, you're not sure with how big it is, you're actually going to be able to successfully grapple it. But with him jerking back and forth with you, you think you can roll him.
No.
Particularly when he goes to push forward, you think if you just roll with it, you might be able to just kind of flip it.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip
You put a blade on me.
Doing it?
This is a
Yeah.
fight.
It thrusts back again. You just kind of roll with it, pulling it over. There's a point where you do have a pony rolling over you, but by the time it rolls off you, it's confused. It's dropped the paring knife. It looks like it's concerned. It looks at you in a panic as you hop back up, and it lowers its head.
He's gonna charge you.
What do you do? This doesn't look like a lower its head in aggression. This looks like this might be a lower the head of submission.
Yes. Now I lead it over to where.
It's still a little begrudging, but he takes the lead.
Okay.
What do you do? Just take him over.
Yeah. So.
That was quite the show. Here, take its bridle.
Okay.
Just take the whole thing away. I have nothing left to do with this devil pony. That was the strangest thing I've ever seen.
I don't need no knife.
Your are showing.
Oh.
It looks like when you roll the pony, your helmet had gone askew. Well, not a worry. I'm not one to judge.
No, you
Particularly if
go
you
have fun with your
flip a
double pony.
pony.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
The-
what's the question? What's the sex of the pony?
It's a male.
Okay.
It's a male, and it has a nice little scar here now. It looks like when it got rolled, the paring knife had come loose and gave it a cut around the left shoulder. But it's not whining about it. It's taking it like a
Scar
champ.
or cut?
It's currently cut, but it's deep enough that you're pretty sure it's going to scar.
You may want to take care of that.
Yeah.
That's not any worse than the one it gave you.
Yeah.
It's just in an inopportune place.
Yeah.
Pony scars.
Okay. Both been scarred by the pony.
So you're leading him back towards where you came from?
Yeah.
Okay, Kais, you
Okay.
see Mordrax approaching with a pony.
Oh, hey, a pony. Isn't that a
Yeah.
cute little pony? Walk over. As he lowers his head, like maybe.
Yeah.
Looks at Mordrax. Looks at you.
Hello, my name is Caius. It's a pleasure to meet you, pony.
Welcome to the party.
Flicks its tail.
I hold out my hand. I tap it on the nose.
What's your AC?
Pony's pulling a knife on you now.
My AC is currently a 17.
Okay, it quickly turns and tries to kick you, but you're able to dodge back. It just comes down back hard.
I'm just like,
I get it. You're a tough pony.
it.
Gee.
It seems to be taking your lead and it's starting to calm down begrudgingly. hoofs at the ground a few times, and then kind of slowly walks up to you.
Hello. I don't know how to talk pony, oddly enough. But here, have an apple.
Do you feed it?
Yeah.
It sits there and eats the apple. And kind of looks between the two of you.
So are we going to get this armor with some spikes on it?
Maybe train it better before you
Where's
start armoring it.
where's the pack animal? I don't see a pack animal around here.
You see, people mistakenly bought a war pony.
Hope it doesn't understand common.
I think it should do, as long as it's willing to listen to you at least.
Yep.
Okay. Well, we should probably get the others up
Yeah.
soonish.
Okay, I'm gonna say that took you guys a couple hours to kind of go on your little adventures.
Yeah. What do you think of Pecos for this? No.
Pagos?
Pecos.
Pecos?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Cutter.
No particular meaning, just a name?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not opposed to it. You did purchase it, so it is your pony. Well, I don't know Shanks people, so I'm not going to tell them the name is Shanks.
I'll go ahead and say that you guys are starting to rally.
We should go talk to the others, though.
Slowly rolling over and out of the rafters. Ah!
Peel the book off my face.
Is he dead? Did he die?
Now that you guys are up and moving, you can tell Kais and Mordrax are gone, so is Katja.
Oh, where'd everybody go?
Pack my stuff.
It's far too early for everybody to be up and awake.
I know.
No.
Did they leave without us?
Hopefully.
Ugh.
Like, wow, it's like noon. What?
It's only noon. It feels like it should be later than noon. Alright.
Where's the giant lunch bell? Where was that? Did I miss the breakfast bell? Do they have a pot for that, maybe? Not like tales of their history. Maybe it's like rumors. I don't know if that's how they do breakfast. I don't know.
You can tell that they're starting to gather around vegetables and meat, starting to prepare a bit of a late lunch.
Well, get ready.
Yeah.
I gotta pack my stuff up.
And looking outside, you see the two of them with a pony with a scar on its shank.
Yeah, cut.
Sorry, cut.
Yep. Okay.
It's healer. It's a scar.
We got a pony?
Yeah.
Be careful. That's all I'll say.
Why?
Is it not a very nice pony?
I'm sure
Yeah.
it's nice to people it likes.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insane.
Look at Mordrax.
Same.
Oh, is that
Yes.
It is an animal.
Sorry, is that a
It's
fifth
an
motive,
animal.
or is that like a handle animal to tell that?
Handle animal.
Oh, at 18, there we go. Okay.
I don't have it.
You don't think it respects you yet.
Okay, I don't respect it yet.
There
I
you
take
go.
that back. It's bigger than me. It's probably, yeah, I do. So I take that back. Oh, mighty warhorse.
Okay.
So how much this set us back? Or are we doing this as a group, or one? How are we doing that?
Yeah. Did that come out of my share?
No.
Okay.
How much was it?
It actually didn't cost me anything.
Whoa!
Wait,
whoa!
you steal it?
Whoa!
Wait.
Whoa! I got in trouble
wait,
for trying to
Oh,
beg.
it's a wild pony you went out and caught.
No. I got in trouble for begging for food, but Mordrax begs for a pony, and that's okay.
Calm down.
Did
No.
you get scammed into taking this pony?
Did you give all of our money for this pony?
Stop yelling.
I'm sorry.
Is this a defective pony?
It looks broke.
No, it looks angry.
No.
It doesn't even look like it's carrying anything.
Also, it's got a wound. Do we have any? We know a
Yeah.
person. We know a person?
Yeah.
I can get it. No, I can get it. Here we go. Touch tech! I'm trying to touch heal it.
You're gonna get it.
Yes! Yes. I think that's D8.
That works too.
Alright.
You never know. Maybe it'll be attacked by a goblin riding
That'd
a
be
wolf
5.
tonight.
Okay, it heals up and it does leave a scar, but it kind of comes over to you and lowers its head.
You have earned the pony's
I lower my head
respect.
back at it.
Kind of noses you in the face.
I nose it back.
They start engaging some sort of weird kobold pony ritual.
Guys, I don't know how to handle. Is this how? Am I supposed to mimic it? I don't get it.
I don't know.
Good horse. Good mighty war horse.
It rubs the side of its face on your face, I guess.
Okay. Mighty.
And then gives a snort and then raises his head back up and looks at you like, what the heck's he doing?
It's a mighty war horse of Mordrax the Mighty. A deserving steed for such a deserving warrior.
I don't think Mordrax is going to be riding this pony.
I
Just
think
going
it's
out on a
actually
limb
more-
here.
I don't think anything is riding that pony right now.
So like,
I bet I
mostly we were wanting an animal to carry stuff. This one doesn't look like it would do that good for that.
What do you mean? It's probably quite capable of carrying things.
I mean, it's pretty
Exactly.
strong.
I
It's
mean,
well built.
sure. Doesn't seem to have the demeanor for that sort of thing, though.
What demeanor do you need in order to carry things?
Try to put your pack on it, see what it does. Yeah, do it!
Yeah.
Do it, see what happens!
Do we have saddlebags for it?
I've done.
No, we don't yet. We can buy some, I
Well, let's go get some saddlebags
exactly.
for it. Also, I don't know where Katja is. I bought her a sling.
maybe somewhere with food or pretty things.
Or trees.
Or trees.
Hey, Katja, are you nearby?
Can we get her like a bell?
No, we're not getting her a bell.
Did you call for Kathy?
No.
Okay, that was all.
A halfling in a kind of a milkmaid's dress
I don't know
looks
why
up
I
over
thought
one of the
that.
baskets. I'm over here. Are you looking for a Kathy?
Katja.
Katja!
Oh, I don't know a Katja.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, that was
Good times.
good.
Anyways, I don't think she's nearby.
Well, let's go find lunch.
Okay.
I'm sure we'll find
Yep.
Katja pretty quickly afterwards. Or during.
What do you guys do with the pony?
Let's take it with us. It's probably hungry too.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a party member at this point.
Shouldn't you like tie it off?
What?
somewhere?
Do you know
There is
that?
an area where a few ponies, mules, dogs,
I don't-
all the different sort of things halflings use as animals are tied off over near a large hitching post.
So-
Do you
an
dress
animal.
this pony with other animals?
it's either
It's
do
true.
one- yeah, it's gonna assert its dominance and probably win. We should just bring it inside.
Well, I don't think they eat inside. I think they have probably a collective, probably somewhere outside.
You can have one of my baking bowls.
Anyways, I go check to see how they're doing on their lunch.
You see Hildy there. Ah, what was your name again? Caius?
Yes.
What can I do you for? Everything all right?
For the most part.
I see you got that horse that's been giving old man Phillips quite a run for his money.
Indeed. Do you know where we could get some bags for it?
Oh, I'll ask around and see who's got some spare bags. I'm sure someone does.
Okay. Guess you don't have much in the way of merchants around here, do you?
Nah, just whoever comes through. We live fairly communally.
I see. So, we,
You go lock her up.
we can get some lunch probably soon, I'm guessing?
Let me fix you guys up something a little early.
Yeah, we're gonna be on the move.
She takes a large pan and she sets it on one of the small side fires and starts cooking up just a little bit of meat, mushrooms, and that sort of stuff. So, you get any leads on where you're going?
We know what we're looking for, but not necessarily on where we might be able to find its lair or anything like that. Which I assume it has a lair. Most things have lairs, right?
Sure. I was assuming we just wander around the woods and hope that Mordrax finds it.
That is generally what I was
and
thinking.
pops and sizzles.
We call that Plan A.
Based on what we've heard about it, it's very likely it's just going to attack us.
Good.
Yeah.
So we're good bait. Okay.
But it'll only attack us at nighttime.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine. That's what
Still have half a day to work with. Might as well use it.
You guys see coming around the corner a group of halfling children leading a halfling riding dog, and Katja just kind of walking along, kind of amazed by the dog, and the children being amazed by this frog person who's amazed at dogs.
It's gotcha.
Hi, gotcha. Hi.
This. You see, kind of goes like that to the large dog.
Is a dog.
Dog, like
Kind of like wolf.
wolf.
Do you want a riding dog? Out of game, is she medium size or is she
No,
small?
she's small.
Would you like a riding dog?
Me?
Yes.
Why?
I kind of want one.
I mean to ride.
No.
Okay.
No, Gribbly's no ride.
Well, I mean, Gripplies may not ride, but they could ride.
Not seen it before.
Well, you have to see something in order to do it before?
Anyways,
Seems strange.
it's not.
But here's
pressure.
something that you do want.
It's
I
not
hand her a
pressure
sling.
on a riding
Ah!
dog.
She starts going through the dirt, kind of picking out a few rocks.
Gonna scoot over towards the dog.
It's like a big Saint Bernard, just kind of looking at you.
You're so fluffy.
So it's not a boof mo. Boof.
Hold out my hand to it. See.
Ah.
So sloppy. Squid.
It sways to the left and then poof, as it lays over.
You might want a more active riding dog.
You stop
Yeah.
Are you sure that's a riding dog or just a dog?
all the kids kind of jump on its belly and start scratching
Yeah.
as it fully rolls
I
over.
think we found the emperor dog.
Katja comes over and kind of just pets like she's clearly unfamiliar with petting an animal.
Against the
Or
fur.
at least petting mammals.
And it just pets it like this.
Her hands also like
But it-
stick to things too.
Yeah.
So.
That's kind
Oh.
of mucusy, yeah.
Oh,
Ow.
ow.
Covered in hair.
Although the large dog seems to be adoring all the attention from the new people and the kids who seem to be very familiar with it.
Alright.
I kind of want a riding dog now.
Well, get yourself a riding dog.
You see Roan slowly walking up. As he approaches, the dog kind of goes. "Whoop." As he stands back up and stands at attention.
Guard dog. Guard dog.
Roan pats him twice on the head and then kind of motions back towards the kids. And the dog kind of turns back, goes, "Whoop," and begins playing with the kids again.
Is that your dog?
Yeah, he is.
He's adorable.
Once upon a time, he was fierce.
There must be a big book. A long time
He's-
ago.
He's taken to city living better than I have.
Hmm. Are you not from the city, I take it?
My plan was to help these people get to this new land and then go off on my own adventure.
I see.
It hasn't gone that well.
Oh. Well, I mean, what exactly do you need in order to go on your adventure?
I fear if I leave these people that they'd be left like babes in the woods. I don't think they'd survive out here without me.
Looking at the dog being petted by the kids. Maybe.
They're good people, but they're soft. Way too soft for a land such as this. And
Mm-hmm.
as long as they're under threat, I can't leave. And even if they were to be relieved of threat, I'm not convinced a new one wouldn't come again and wipe them out.
That's fair.
You think that you by yourself is going to be enough to prevent that?
It's worked so far. Me and the small militia we have here, but truthfully, I think it, I'm not being arrogant, but I really don't think they would have lived this long without me here taking care of things.
Honestly, from personal opinion, I probably agree there. Yeah.
They have a lot of people, but they're not warriors.
Yeah, we met the guards.
Have you thought about hiring in people to live in here?
I don't have the money to hire in mercenaries. And Waywinds won't send guards this far off the beaten path. Not for the handful of merchants that travel this road a couple times a year.
And they don't take well to training, I guess.
A few of them, it goes okay. For the most part, they don't really have the personality of guards. They have a legacy of farmers. I'm not actually from this clan, so...
Well, we'll at least be able to help you with this problem. We hope.
Okay.
What question, Alan? How much would it be for an average mercenary's weekly salary? Would you say?
How good of a mercenary?
If we wanted one of that guy right there, one of Rowan.
More than you have. I mean, you probably could pay it for a week, but...
Okay.
You kind of get that. He's about at your guys' skill level. He carries himself about like that. So it'd be about how much it would cost for you to hang out somewhere for a week.
So what you need is to find a mercenary who really, really likes halfling cuisine.
Let's get some of those barbarians that were like hung out by themselves on the edge. Hang on, they live on the edge of town here, and they can rough people as they're coming in.
And then also that place.
Not going out. They can sneak. Okay.
Ron says, why don't we start heading off?
Okay.
I've talked to some of the guards. I have an idea of where it's been skulking about. A bit to the northwest seems to be where most of the howls are coming from. It seems to run in the same general paths of the wolves that hunt down our herds of sheep. As he whistles and mounts the large riding dog. Are we ready?
We should be. Had
I don't see why not.
a good bit of lunch there, and
Are we bringing the pony? Probably not.
I don't
Say.
know if we should bring the pony. I don't know where we'd leave the pony otherwise.
No, we'll
Tied up
bring
to
the
just
po-
one of the trees.
Nah, it's probably best for the... From what I've seen of the pony's eyes, it's probably best for it to come.
Well, if you think so, but
Okay.
there's a lot of wolf packs out there. Is the animal trained?
Not at all.
Just give it a dagger. I got one.
It's your property. I won't tell you what to do with it.
I got a dagger.
I think that it's probably best if we don't bring the pony.
I mean, if he wants to bring the pony, I'm all for bringing the pony.
My main problem with bringing the pony is that Mordrax is going to have to be the one that makes sure that the pony doesn't, like, run off when something happens.
I mean, if the
Or
pony
keep
runs
it
off, then the pony runs
around.
off.
Let's not have the pony that we just got run off.
So if we got it for free, if we have to buy a pony, that's not that big of a deal.
But
If the pony runs off, then maybe the pony wants to run off, and maybe we shouldn't get it to a life of burden at that point.
I'm just gonna trust in more.
seems like a weird way to go about
I don't-
handling animals.
I don't know anything about.
Well, they all have their own personalities.
Sure,
I'm not going to,
but like, it's not like most pack animals just show up somewhere and it's like, anyways, I want to be
So
a pack animal
Mordrax, do you
today.
want to take it or leave it?
People sure
No,
do
check.
like to talk.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do.
What do you
Well,
mean?
check.
You're as bad as anyone.
I was just.
we're taking it or not?
I don't know.
We're taking it.
Okay, we're
Okay,
taking
well
it.
then let's
Okay.
go.
All right.
It seems to take, for you, it seems to take a lead. Less like it's been trained to and more like it's actually just following you.
It's the story of that girl and that phoenix all over again, except it's more Drax and a pony.
Yeah.
There's some implications in that story I don't want to think about with Mordrax.
There definitely actually are a lot of implications
I know.
building that story. Where
I
it's
know.
kind of becoming a love story, but
It's a book right there. A ranger and his pony.
okay.
I don't want to read that.
Roan takes you through the hills. He's clearly used to traveling up and down and along these sort of paths, and kind of expects you guys to be able to keep up with him and his riding dog.
Slow down!
Even though he's not taking it at a run.
I'll throw rocks at him and make him slow down if he won't stop.
But he's definitely a rough taskmaster. You probably nail him with the first few. After that, he just kind of starts putting his shield back like that.
No,
Slow down!
after the first one, I just start batting them out of the air as
Ow.
he throws them.
See, not all of us are equipped to walk through the woods.
Don't throw
Well,
rocks
work
unless
on
you're
it.
better at it.
That's how you get better, is practice.
Well, you should probably practice
Okay.
walking rather than
Things are
throwing.
away.
We have a lot of ground to cover.
Not all
We
of
want
us.
to get to his hunting grounds, right?
Yeah. Not all of us came prepared with a riding dog.
Yeah, just get up on the pony. You can ride the pony.
No.
This is good. This is gonna work off some of that lunch and dinner
Oh.
And
Oh.
pie.
and pie.
And pop.
Oh.
And beer. Well, alcohol in general.
You guys walk for the majority of the day. The sun starts begin to set to twilight. Roan looks around and he says, "I think we're in the right area. Do you hear that?" And I'll let you guys go ahead and make perception rolls.
Ooh, nat 20.
You gonna get it?
Just a regular old 20. 14.
25.
15.
15 or higher. You guys hear the faint calls of wolves off in the distance.
No.
Sounds like wolves.
Okay,
I see.
I'll trust your
Still have a
judgment.
ways away. So, what's the plan here?
Well, when it shows up.
Mordrax beats him up.
We'll fight it.
Well, I don't
be
think. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to leave bait for it. I don't know if we have a good.
Oh, it'll come to find you.
Okay, then I guess we encircle it and try to keep it from leaving.
Get out my crossbow.
Why don't you guys find a defensible location? I'll go around and kind of scout.
Is it likely to try to run away if we,
I've not seen it run.
okay.
But you've shot it before.
I have.
Did you? I'm guessing you ran at that point.
There's been times I've ran and times where it got what it wanted and drug it away.
I see. Okay.
Usually after a successful kill, it'll grab it and just try to disappear off with it.
Alright, Calyx, don't let it grab you and run off.
No.
That's true. It will go for the two of you.
You are
I
small.
dare.
And on that thought, I think we're going to call it there for the night and we'll pick it up here next time.
Oh.
Later, guys, and may your dice always strike true.
You're the target, Calyx.
Yep.
Hey guys, thank you for checking out the 8th episode of our Pathfinder campaign. I really hope you're all enjoying it, and if you are, give us a like, share, and a subscribe. And maybe if you know someone else you think would like it, definitely show it to them. If you're looking for more fun with this group, check out Kris's Vampire the Master Raid campaign. It's a story of vampires and other such creatures that lurk in the dark, trying to survive in the modern day. Me, Devin, and Amanda are all players over there, so I really hope you go give it a try. And as always, may your dice always strike true.